Yeah, he's breaking the man. I know we got.
Zig don't need monitor the up.
Come on, man. Introduce yourself for these people that don't know you.
What's going on, man? I'm Coach Z.
And okay, you want me to ask the question? What position did you play growing up, Zig?
Oh man, I played.
Yeah, but to say wide receiver, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. I can guess D-line. I can guess that, Terrence. D-line, O-line. Now, mind you, if your baby paid D-line, O-line, and he ain't training them, there's some other good coaches out here, but I think he the best. Because I done been and seen his program, and I done seen the kids that come out of his program, and I done seen the type of work that he make them kids put in. God damn. I said, goddamn, I might need to come work out in here instead of paying for Crunch Gym. Goddamn, I might get a better workout. Them kids throwing medicine balls and everything. They was getting their shit in, boy.
I mean, the first thing we gotta do is kind of change that narrative as far as like, see if they say diet. Like, you want to change those words like a diet, because if you do a diet, then what you want to do. So it's a lifestyle. So if you're a bigger kid, and you're looking at your genetics, and like you was tapping into the diabetes aspect, you want them to be healthy.
Right.
Because everybody watched the national football game. We know who won that game.
Yep.
In the trenches.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Like, there's a difference between FCS and FBS, but a lot of it has to do with the preparation that these athletes are putting into. And a lot of the coaches just take a bigger kid and say, "Oh, he's bigger, he got slow feet. I'm gonna put him offensive line."
Yep.
When if you actually work with his feet and you look at the dynamics of his arms, his length, you look at his parents, you look at the mobility of him, then you can say, "Okay, he's gonna be at some point he's gonna be a DN. At some point he's gonna be a tight end." But it's like we gotta change the narrative of what we put in these kids.
Right.
I understand, like, we want to go to McDonald's, we want to go to Burger King, we want some fast stuff. So we can't have fast stuff and then say, I'm saying, no, I'm finna take my kid to this camp. It's like, you have a look test that a lot of people don't talk about. And when they hit that camp, that's what those coaches are doing. Those coaches are sitting there looking at this kid to see the preparation of what he put into to come in.
For people that don't know what the look test is, can you go into a little bit of detail of what the look test is?
So the look test is when they look at you, they can, and I hate to say it, but anytime you go to like any type of combine, they're gonna look at your measurables. They're looking at you to see, how much weight can we put on this kid to make him for what we need him to be? How much weight can we take off of him? He's got bigger legs. Okay, as he gets older, is he gonna do this and this? But all that plays a point into as soon as you walk into that room, they're looking at you. They're like, oh, is he working out? How am I gonna bring him in? And he might be second team, third team, because I already got a starter. How's he gonna come in and take somebody's position? He can't even do a push-up. How you gonna take somebody's position? You can't even do a burpee, or you don't even know the terminology of what I'm talking about. So that's what a training element comes into. You could work out all day, but if you're trying to take somebody's position, you're trying to take somebody's job, then you got to train. And I hear a lot of the coaches talking about exposure and this do this, but it's like, actually, man, you're getting these kids exposed. Because you're taking them out there, you're not giving them the tools.
Y'all ain't hold on, Zig. Let's back that up. I see. That's why we need a sound man in here, because y'all didn't even understand that he just dropped a cruise bomb. He dropped a cruise bomb on y'all. Let me bring it back. Let me rewind it. He said coaches out there talking about we getting these kids exposure, but you really getting them exposed. Now, y'all let that sink in. If you don't understand what that means, you need to go read a book. You know what I mean? But that was powerful. My bad. Go ahead, Zig. Go ahead.
I mean, because I used to scout for the Arena Football League, and I still do a little bit of scouting. And that's what we do. When we show up, we'll give the head coach, we'll give the organizers, and we're looking. We're paying attention, but we're looking at these young athletes. It's like, okay, who was in the gym? Who was in the weight room? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a nice route. But if he works on his core, he's gonna be able to tighten that up. He can't get in his back pedal because his quads are overstimulated. So we're looking at all those things just by the way you walk. So I'm gonna say we're judging you, which is really close to analyzing, but we're analyzing everything about you as soon as you walk in that gate. So I know, okay, I got an hour and a half. I'm looking at this kid. He looks like he don't lift weights. So I'm not even paying attention to him when he goes. When he goes up, I'm gonna take the time to come talk to you or your parent, because I feel like you're in that weight room. You working out. So while he's over there doing his testing, I ain't even see you. I'm looking over here too, because I can see that you put in that sacrifice and that dedication, and that's why I don't think a lot of the narrative that I hear, they don't really talk about a lot of the experience or the preparation to get there, because it's preparation to get there. You can't just show up.
So what do we need to do as coaches in order to get these kids better prepared to go to these things, go to these combines, go to these, just like I know a couple of kids just went to the combine, you know what I'm saying? Was that a combine or was that a game? The All-American game. That's the same thing though. That's what they bring you there for. They don't just like playing the All-American.
But we were saying though, that's what you were saying about they said they can add weight, but every kid I see, they went to college, man, they make them eat about 4-5 meals a day if they want to get bigger.
Right.
Just like some of these guys you see them after they play football, these linemen, bro, they drop so much weight, they don't look like damn linemen no more.
Yeah, because
they look like damn receivers when they got there. When they got the football because they have to put so much weight on them, make you put on weight.
It's the durability.
Yeah.
You gotta be durable. And I hear a lot of coaches talking about quarterbacks. Oh, my quarterback don't lift weight. They lift. They just don't lift like a lineman. They don't lift like a lineman.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm a D lineman, so I was always taught that if I get, I'm predator. I'm sitting up. I'm looking at it like if I see a little quarterback come, he ain't finna make it to the fourth quarter. Because we taught as we hit him, we gonna lay on him. We gonna get up off him. Hit, lay on, get up off. So that's the durability aspect that the quarterbacks need to say, hey, and you don't need super pecs, you don't need to be benching 300-400 pounds, but your back got to be strong, your core got to be strong, your legs got to be strong because, like I said, we're taught to get up off of you. That's what we're taught, and you can't work everybody out the same, which is why I see a lot of these coaches, even at the high school level, they're like, oh, well, we work our kids out. Okay, but you working out a kicker the same way you working on the offensive line.
Right. Okay.
You can't work out a wide receiver the same way you work out a running back. It's different things. So with me, I get confused, and I play a lot of football. I travel around the country playing football, and I don't understand why in this area why they look down upon. Not look down. They don't really encourage them to get outside help. They're like, we're gonna do it all ourselves. But you wonder why you wonder why you can't beat this on.
They're sponges at that age. Why don't you start teaching them at that age?
I think with that though, do they show interest in it?
And that's you're right about that.
When they're training these 3-year-olds to do symphonies, it's because they're playing with every time you turn around, 3-year-olds playing with the piano.
Yeah.
So I think as parents, we can't say, hey, I'm gonna take my kid to training. He really don't want to play. He just want to play for fun, which is fine. There's an avenue for that.
Yep.
But when you, I think it comes down to who wants the most success out of the athlete? Is it the athlete or is it the parent? Because if you got the parent that want it and he bring the parent bringing the athlete to train it and he ain't getting no better, he looking the same. I mean, what is we doing here?
And that's a key too. But if you talk to all these little football players, you ask, what you want to be when I want to go to NFL. I want to go to NFL. But then you really do got kids say, man, I don't even want to play football. We got to look at what we're doing to our kids and as parents give them the best understanding of how to recover because training is important. Execute on the football field is important and also recovery is important. You have to give that child body time to recover.
He said, my kid is going to the NFL and then what?
Right. That's everybody's dream.
That's everybody's dream.
The thing is, how many jobs is it? Is it 2,800?
Oh, no. So it's how many
jobs in the NFL right now?
So you got 52-man rosters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got how many teams? 32 teams. 52-man rosters, 32 teams.
What's the mathematics on that?
52-man rosters times 32 teams. That's 1,664 players. Then you got coaches, water people, all them other people, cheerleaders. You know what I mean?
But what is that? What is
your kid's course can change though?
That's the thing. What is that kid doing to take one of those spots? Because Tom Brady's still playing.
That kid ain't doing nothing.
That's what and that's what I don't think that a lot of people understand. Even when you speak about scholarships, like with my athletes, I don't talk about scholarships on the next level with them unless they're in high school. If they middle school, we only talking about trying to get on varsity as a freshman, varsity as a sophomore. Or we talking about some of that. We only talking about getting on the field. That's what we talking about. We ain't talking about pro. We ain't talking about anytime I'm going to the NFL. I change the whole subject. I change the narrative because it's like, what are you doing to get on there? And even when you go to college, ask your athlete what college you want to go to. I want to go to LSU. Then you make him do his research. That's what you have to do to make it to the pro level. To them, you have to do your research. And pay attention to what these people are looking for. When I say these people, it's an organization, it's an industry, what they're looking for. They might not be looking for you to be the best athlete. They may be looking for you to be the best athlete face value, what you look like and different things. So you'll say, I want to go to LSU. Okay, Google how much a tuition costs at LSU per semester, right? Because or we'll say per year. So scholarships are 1 year. I know people say I'm on a 4-year scholarship. No, you're on a 1-year scholarship. It's up to them to decide if they want to play to bring you back. So if you say, okay, I go to LSU for 1 year and it's cost $100,000 to go to LSU for 1 year.
Right.
What are you doing to become a $400,000 investment or an asset? Because that's how much it is. That's what it is. It's money. Somebody, these donors, these alumni are paying for you to play. What are you doing? Are you sitting at the house eating M&Ms and Skittles and playing video games, or are you working out? You're trying to do these different things. So, what are you, when they say investment? What are you investing in yourself? Because that's what they're investing in you. It's a $1 billion industry. It's not a $1 billion industry because somebody's letting you go to school for free.
Because that's what we got. I had that same understanding. I'm like, he got a full ride. He going 4 years. This boy going year to year. You mess up second year, you out of there.
That's why they said if you get a big NIL deal now, you lose your scholarship. You can pay for it there. You can pay for your scholarship. Why would you get a scholarship?
So let me ask you this. So when we looking at youth sports, and we got to talk about youth sports because our audience is mostly these youth sports parents. What should we be focusing on? Because I look at youth sports and I say it's really not. It's us teaching these kids a discipline, the love for the game, and you know what I'm saying, giving them camaraderie and how to be, interact with other people, how to take direction, how to be, in a focus. I'm not really worried about getting my kids to the NFL because that ain't gonna be my job, because I done took a whole lot of youth football kids and taught them how to play football, and now they're in high school and I ain't had nothing to do with that, you know what I'm saying, from middle school on. So as a youth football coach, I don't think that we're gonna get them to the NFL, but we can set certain disciplines in place to give them an understanding of how to add to them when those coaches want them to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. You got to be at the weight room. You got to come do film study. You got to do this. You got to do that. We can add those disciplines by creating programs from now. But I don't think that nothing that we do as youth coaches, no matter how many trophies we win, is going to get these kids to the next level outside of middle school.
I think we teach leadership, because at the end of the day, they're student athletes first.
Right.
So they're students first. And I remember one coach when I first got there, or when I got in the Middle Tennessee, he told me you're here for 2 reasons, and this concept stuck with me. He said you're here for 2 reasons, and he hold his fingers up like this. He said you're here to go to school and play football. So he was like, I want you to pay attention. You're here for 2 reasons: go to school and play football.
Y'all didn't catch that. Come on, do it again.
All right,
do it again.
2 reasons.
They ain't catch it, man.
You know what I'm saying? You go to school for 2 reasons. He said you're here for 2 reasons. You're here to go to school and play football.
Man, hey, that's you. I know that went over y'all head like a motherfucker.
So with that, they're students. So what we want to do, when I see these young athletes, I go to my son's school and I see them walking around with their jerseys on, their shirts on. It's like, what are y'all doing in the classroom? Are y'all sitting in the front of class? Are y'all leaders? Are y'all joking around? Are y'all family? What type of stuff are y'all getting into? So I think that's what we can teach as youth coaches. We can teach them how to be leaders when they don't know how to be leaders.
I'm with that.
We can teach them how to have dedication and sacrifice. Because
the biggest thing is you see kids that's not outgoing. Some kids don't have friends.
Right. Exactly.
In the same spot.
Where's the competition element though? Everybody good. If everybody on the team good, how you gonna get better?
Hey, let me tell you. I'm telling you this. And I said, that's what I tell them. I said, man, you know what would be cool for these kids if we take all these organizations, we all get together.
Draft.
You draft
Absolutely.
kids. I've been saying that, man. I've been saying, hey man, let's do a draft. Let's put it up, let's film it, and let's draft these kids. Because guess what happens when we start preparing them for?
What happened if a kid hold out though?
What you mean? Like what's the kind of deal?
I'm
not playing. Eli, I'm not playing for you. Eli had some money behind him. He could do that.
See, so many parents got some money behind them too.
But if you did that for those kids, man, you know what kind of environment you create just in our community? That thing will be so dope. The teams will be a little bit more evened out. And then that's gonna come in, because you know what I can't do it? Because it's gonna require you to coach.
It's gonna require you, absolutely. And it's gonna
require you to coach.
Take a L.
Yeah.
I mean, you got kids, man. Like, okay, you got a kid on the team and winning 50-0, 60-0. His aspirations, and he's up here, but he's playing. What about this kid that ain't even playing? This kid ain't touched the field. Y'all up 30-0. This kid still ain't touched the field.
Still ain't touched the field.
So what you doing to these are the kids, like you said, that get lost in the shuffle because they like, I don't play no sports. The coach don't care about me.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets plenty of time at practice.
Hey, they said something. Hey, I call them chief answers. This dude told me, said, hey, I asked him, I said, so why y'all, if y'all kids second string, third, okay, second string I can understand. You know what I'm saying? Second string has the possibility to work to take first string spot. Right. But if your kid third and fourth string, he ain't got no chance. He on the practice squad. Why not let's say, hey, parent, I got you. I know you want to be a chief and everything, but right now your kid is so low on the totem pole that he's not gonna get no playing time.
Yeah, but see, I think that's our problem at.
I said NFL, that means they get paid.
Yeah, but think about this. Why we making NFL analogies?
All right.
We're talking about kids.
Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. No, I got the perfect.
I'll bring you coffee for $4 million.
Watch this. Watch this. No. Stop. Let's do this. Let's do this. So we can get this NFL understanding. So we can get this NFL understanding down. Y'all ready for this one? Tom Brady makes what? Tom Brady contract, let's say. We're gonna throw out numbers. Tom Brady contract was $100 million. The dude on the practice squad contract is $250,000. Bro, you don't think I'm looking at Tom Brady? We play on the same team. You get paid $100 million. I get paid $250,000. I know what I'm here for.
$250,000. Bring your coffee.
Huh? Yeah, that's what you there
that
for.
Clipboard in Miami.
Yeah.
Where about the coach?
You can make sure that all the stuff get carried out of the goddamn equipment.
And bring your clipboard. You should broke the
camera. Let me get you another one. Let me watch your helmet.
I mean, why wouldn't they? That's a great element, though. Why wouldn't they do that? I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you have a draft? Why wouldn't you have a pool?
Because they don't want to do that. Because watch this.
LeBron James is the cause of all this. When he had that little buddy system he came in with, everybody. The deal
is if you look at it like this, every kid will still pay the same registration fee, so you're not losing money if you do a draft. Right? You got a coach. You can't have championship teams no more because the teams will get more even.
So can you have trades?
You can do trades. I said, man, you can do trades
too. So what about
too.
free agency?
Free agency, you want to do it? The deal is about free agency.
You got to draft these kids every year.
The organization has to do this. No, you keep your kids.
So what they hold out? No, they say I want to leave.
If they want to leave, they can. Your contract.
Come to practice with the shirt. They said that's all, folks.
That's all, folks. They gone. Trade them. See what you can get for.
You get future picks.
You get a first pick every time somebody leaves. So watch this. If you got a running back that leaves, right, and you got a first round pick, and you accept my running back that left my team, I get your first round pick to fill that running back slot.
So say you got an 11-year-old, right, that doesn't want to play for you, right? Can you trade your 2030 first round pick for an 11-year-old?
You ain't shit.
We gonna make it. Can you do that shit, right?
We gonna make it simple.
So I give you all my draft picks because I give all my draft picks with Tano. I gave all my draft picks here, man. You can have 3 years worth of draft.
But watch it though. Imagine if you had Tano on one team, right? You had Dooley on one team, right? On another team, right? You had, let's say, Hicks on one team. You know what I'm saying? You split them up. I'm gonna trade my draft. Those great kids can make a team better and make the kids around them better.
I'm gonna trade my draft picks for them.
But you can't trade your draft picks for them, Kyle.
Why?
I'm gonna create a system the way you can't do it. We're gonna draft these kids inside the organization.
I'm like 2040 top.
Every year we'll have a pool. The new registration pool is this, and you can register every year, and you might have a different team every year.
Yeah, true. I mean, what are you in it for?
We just hit a coach.
Are you in it to win? You in it to win, or you in it to coach? Two different things.
Hey, I asked these boys this. I said, and I listen. I mess with the Chiefs because I like their organization.
So that's why I have a question. But what if Corey draft your son?
Who?
What if the Great will draft your son?
If listen, and matter of fact, so let me tell y'all.
Answer the question.
Watch this. So let me tell y'all this. So it's in public. Let me tell you how much a man that we are. I talk this shit about us coming together and being in the community and everything. So I just want to let y'all know that I already talked to Corey. Me and Corey good. I had a conversation with my brother as black men. We talked that shit out. He can have him. Corey Joseph can.
Right now, last year, you'd have been just like.
You couldn't do it.
I done seen some coaching. I just be on the sideline just shaking my head like,